So hi guys, how are you? I hope that you're fine and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you have told your friends to subscribe. I hope that your friends have subscribed. Let us grow this small channel of ours. And today's video, it is a sit down video where I get to know you, you get to know me, I get to tell you stories that I have. So it's kind of a story time as I try to do my simple makeup. So let us start the video. I am going to, on my face I'm going to use these face wipes, and so the story is this. My sister and I were supposed to go for a wedding that we never knew where it was held, when it was being held, who were attending. We had no invite, by the way. So my mom and my aunt had been invited to a wedding, my cousin's wedding, and my cousin had told them verbally that they're invited for the wedding. But it later came to their attention that you have to have invites for you to go to that wedding. So they were like, no, we should not go if it's an invite only. So it would be so hard for us to go to the gate and be turned off. So they decided that they're not going. But because we had been told, or we had our parents speaking about the wedding, and we know this cousin of ours, so we were like, no, we have to go. So we had to call a couple of uncles, those people who were going to attend the wedding. So we asked them where the wedding was taking place. They told us. But the thing is, we did not ask where specifically the wedding is going to happen. They just told us, let us name the place A. So they just said that the wedding is going to take place at A. Us, foolishly, we did not ask where in particular to the same place. So it would, how hard is it going for us to get to a wedding? So we picked up the dress, we went and started picking out the dresses, we prepared ourselves, and we are ready to go for the wedding. We boarded the matatu because we had to use the public means because we don't have our own car, so we just boarded a matatu, me and my sister. Reaching there at place A, we called this uncle of ours. We are like, we are at A, and we don't know where specifically. So the person who was directing us was not familiar with the place. So the person told us that it's taking place in a garden. So on to us. The place had a lot of gardens, so we went to the first garden that we saw and asked the gate man if there's a wedding that is happening there. The first place. So the first place we went, there was a wedding going there. So we went, the wedding was going on, it was almost the end where the bride and the groom were saying their vows. So we just sat at the back. And we were happy because we attended the wedding in time before it ended, or we did not just go there to eat. So when the groom and the bride were coming out of the church, when they come so that we can greet them, start pouring flowers on them, something like that. We saw the girl, the bride, had red hair. We were surprised. We were like, no, our cousin does not have red hair. Since when? So we were confused. And my sister, Makiu, she had already started taking the video of the wedding. So when I told her, ah, no, Kelly, I don't think it's her. She was like, what do you mean? We looked at the bride, it was not her. So we were confused. Then we went to the gate man and asked him, so we are supposed to attend a wedding, but we came to the wrong wedding. So will you direct us to the next venue of the wedding that you know a wedding is taking place? So the gate man was kind. This was a Catholic church. The first wedding we went to a Catholic church. And we were confused. At first we did not take into consideration, we thought that maybe the groom is Catholic, so they wedded in a Catholic church. So this gate man told us there's another wedding. You just go like a kilometer away, there's another church, and a wedding is taking place there. Okay, me and my sister did what? We don't want to walk. We don't want people to see us. This is a wedding, so we don't want to look like we walked. What did we do? We took a nduthi. So a nduthi in Kenya is a motorbike. We paid for a motorbike. So each of us, we were boarding that time, each of us took their own nduthi. So we went to the second venue where we knew, or where we had been told that another wedding is taking place there. Okay, so what did we do? We entered there. We entered the church again. The wedding was taking place. People were settling in. People were greeting each other. Then me and my sister, we started looking if we know a familiar face. We were not seeing anyone. You see the way that at the entrance, you see that it has been written maybe John weds Joyce or Mark weds Lucy, something of the sort. We looked at the tag. The tag was like John weds Joyce, and my cousin was not called Joyce. So we had to do what? We had to ask again. So we think we are again in the wrong wedding. Okay, so we asked the MC, do you think there's another wedding you know that is taking place there? The MC was like, if you girls are lost, there's no harm with that. So since it was like midday, and weddings were maybe, at that time, the weddings were like maybe they were over and people are, that is when they eat. So he was like, because we are going to take our lunch, you're invited, so you can stay with us as you're going to miss that wedding or you don't know where it's taking place. So it's proper that you just eat with us and dine and we will make merry. We were like, no, we intend to go to this wedding. We have gone through so much and we cannot stop here. So what did the MC do? The MC had to call a friend. You know the way they know each other, because they're like, this is work that is, they're related. They know who is hosting this place, who those kind of stuff. So he had to ask another person if there's another wedding taking place in the area. So he told us of the first one that we had gone. No, we told him we had gone to that Catholic church. We don't want that one. And we have been told by that Catholic church that there's another one here. We don't want this one. We want another one. Because none of his is where our cousin is wedding. So we decided to do this by our own, because the MC did not know about another wedding. They just knew the two of them. So we went outside. When we went outside, we started asking, we started calling. Now we had to now call other cousins of ours. We are like, you people, did you go to the wedding? Or where is the wedding? We asked them a lot of questions. We were like, we're expecting you in a long time and we have not seen you. Kwani, where are you guys? We told them where we are. They started laughing at us. And this person who was giving us direction, the bridesmaids and the bridegrooms, those ones, they're involved in the wedding. So he did not have a lot of time to tell us to give us direction. When we called him the second time, his phone was not going through, and now we were stranded. But he had told us a specific place. So what we did is we went and asked a conductor where the place is. And the conductor told us that we can board his matatu and go, and he's going to show us the place. So we trusted him. We went and boarded the matatu. When we went again, he told us that this matatu is not going that direction. So we have to get off and start walking, because he cannot go there. Mind you, we don't know his place. So when we still want to go to this wedding, so we can show people that we are serious, we wanted to go to this wedding. So what did he do? We started walking. We walked. But the good thing about it is that where we reached, there was a sign that there's a wedding that is going on. So they had marked the road that with arrows showing you the direction where you're supposed to go. So we used those directions to go there. And the road was dusty. And it's a wedding. And we had worn flats, not heels. Flats. So we went, we walked. It was sunny, the road was dusty, we got, our feet got dust. It was frustrating. But after some time, we reached the place and saw that there are people there. So we were at least excited, because at least we have now reached the place. So when we went there, the wedding had already, you see the ceremony had already taken place. So what we found is, I am taking my concealer to shape my eyebrows, guys. We go back to makeup, and let me rest Kidogo. Yes, when you want to shape your eyebrows proper, just use the concealer. When you want them to look neat. Okay, so we continue the story. We found the wedding had already taken place. The people were now singing, eating, those things. So what did we do? We just made the line and started going for the food, because we were hungry, we were thirsty. Hey, it was a journey, guy. Actually, we had struggled to get to this wedding. So after eating, that is when the rest of our cousins came to us. We told them the story. They were like, no, we had invited everyone and everyone refused to come, because they started saying that they have to get the invites. So we were like, it was a justified. From my end, it was justified, because if you hear that a wedding is an invite only, you'll be scared. You don't want to be turned down when you go to the gate and the gate man is not going to open for you. You know those stories. Even if you're relatives or something, alafu it's a wedding, so a lot of things are going on. So you won't call the bride or the groom to start reassuring them that we are relatives. No, it was not. There was a lot of chaos. So we started enjoying ourselves, and we started taking pictures, because it's a wedding. We have to show people we went for this wedding. We took photos. We enjoyed ourselves. We sang. It was crazy. Funny thing, we enjoyed ourselves. We were almost the last people to get to go out of the venue. So it came for how you're going to go back home, because when we remember the journey that we took, it was long. No, we will not want that. So we stayed. You see those people who are participating in the wedding, see, they have a car that is supposed to take them somewhere. So you and my sister were like, oh, we're going to ride on that ride. So we stayed there. They were not going. It was 7:30. They're not leaving. These people, they didn't want to go home. But us, we don't have a ride. We don't know anyone. Our relatives have gone. So we decided that we are just going to stay there and wait for them to go. Luckily, one of them was our friend. So we hitched their ride and they took us to a nearby town where we'll board a matatu that is going to take us home. The story of this, Yani, the baseline of this story is, guys, kindly, before going for a wedding, as much as you want to go and eat the cake, you want to take those the perfect pictures, the Instagram pictures, kindly just ask, oh, I use my foundation, I use fit me. Which number is it? 330, 338. Yes. And it's matte or matte, whatever you pronounce it. Yes. I like it because it sticks. It lasts. Not sticks. I'm bad at this makeup thing. Anyway, we go on, we move on. So my story, the main story of the baseline, let us say now the baseline of the story is, guys, before going for a wedding, make sure that you have called that person. Make sure you've confirmed where the wedding is taking place. The right place. That is what I mean. The right place. So that we will avoid all these commotion that we went. You know, we went to two wrong weddings before we got to the right one. Hey, and it was expensive from our end because we used a lot of money on transport. Because these guys, the Matatu guys, they're not honest. They will tell you we are going to take you there. Then later, that is when you're going to realize that these people are lying to you. They just wanted your money, and they know you're not familiar with that place. So they're just going to tell you we are going to take you, which is a lie. Oh, someone told me that you're supposed to do this way. Do not be harsh with the brush. And I'm like, I'm struggling with it. And the way it's soft. It is really soft. I like it. There was a brush that I was using. It was so hard. I never used to like it. But this one, it's very soft. Very soft. Cannot complain about it. Very soft. It was And you reach a place where your lips are so dry if you've not eaten for a while. Because I've not eaten, so my lips are so dry. But we move, we progress. So guys, yes, that was the story of how we went to two different weddings before getting to the right one, and how determined we were to get to go for a wedding. Yani we really needed that much that we had to go, as much as our parents were not going, but we went. It was really fun. Imagine, I'm the kind of those people that I won't do something because people are doing it, and if I like you, I will ride with you, kabisa. Because we knew the bride for a while, so there was no need of that bad blood that I'm not going because of an invite. What the hell? You just go and explain yourself, and because people know each other, no one is going to tell you no, go back. Anyway, it's a story for another day. But at least we represented our family, and the bride was so happy to see us. It was an enjoyable day. As much as we went through a lot, I was like, at the end of the day, when I was sleeping at night, I was thankful that we had gone. We had experienced all that. It was one of those experiences. Anyway, we live only once, so we have to do this thing. So yeah, guys, so what do you think of such stories? Should I be telling you such stories? Am I horrible? Tell me the topics that you want. I like glosses, because I don't know, lipstick is always too matte. I get it like it's too matte, so I prefer gloss. The common ones, the ones that you buy them at 50 bob or so, I don't know, 100 bob on the street. Yes. You don't have to break your back because of these makeup things. No, don't. So yes, for a brush. Sorry, I'm looking for a brush to lay the edges. I'm just doing something simple. And funny thing, my eyebrows do not always get this good. I don't know, I think it's because of the camera. It's because of the camera, maybe. I struggle with them too much. I struggle before they get here. But today, they have cooperated. I'm not feeling like I want to put gel on my head. So, we are just going to let the hair breathe without gel. We are just going to let the hair breathe. So, and this is the end of the story. So, the baseline is, always go to an invite party where you've been invited. Know the direction. Make sure you confirm where you're going. Always have adequate money so that you won't stick until the last person so you can reach a ride. Please, guys, go with the right amount of money. And yes, risk it all, because that was an adventure for us. We had not gone to such a place. The scenario was beautiful, but I did not take videos so that I can insert them here. But at least I've given you, at least I have something to tell you. So what do you think, guys? So yes, until next time, bye guys, and be safe and take care.